Fuck yeah! All right. Good to see you. I listen to the other comics. A lot of us are fathers. That's not good. For the community, I don't think. I just had, my wife and I just had a daughter. She's 5 months old. I'm somebody's father. I'm a father who waits till Friday night to break out his Incredible Hulk shirt. Yeah, that's my daughter's dad. That's fucking terrible. But yeah, she's 5 months old. She's just started kind of working her way into solid food. So diaper changes aren't as fucking cute anymore. They become a lot less like the, oh look, Daddy's little Keebler Alpha's been making some fudgies again. It's more like that scene in the movie Seven when Morgan Freeman opens that box with a severed human head in it. California, stand down. John Doe has the upper hand. They can stay away from here. What's in the box? You don't want to know what's in the box. I guess it's. I'm so worried because she's a girl. Like, I'm so worried about contaminating her parts. I mean, because I mean, when we first had, when she was first born, the pediatricians and nurses, they made a real, they made sure they pounded it home, about which direction you wipe. Make sure you wipe you wipe front to back, not back to front. Like it would make sense to sweep a pile of shit into her vagina. I mean, come on. Like, no, nobody ever told me, so I just do it this way. Come on. Who does that shit? I mean, I don't know much about the female anatomy. Just very surprised. Big shock to everybody. But I mean, it's, because dicks are simple. You can, dicks are just, you don't have to do a lot of upkeep on your penis, Hey, your dick's dirty. Ready for prom? Let's go. But, but women, it's just, it's kind of, it's different for you guys, I mean, you don't have to have a medical degree to know it's not good to marinate my daughter's vagina in a fucking puddle of poop. Yeah, I'm her father. It's just, it's great. Is it bad that, I feel like she's gonna have to one day, sit me down and break it to me that she's heterosexual? Dad, I'm sorry, I'm straight. One of those things, I'll be like, not in this house, you're not. I didn't raise you to be some boy toy hussy, goddammit. I raised you to play fucking softball, all right? And that's what you're gonna do. I couldn't handle some fucking teenage kid coming to pick up my daughter. Have fun tonight, kids. And remember, Colton, if you try to take her virginity, I'm gonna take yours. All right, so. No, and be home by midnight. Yeah, I mean, have people worn out the Caitlyn Jenner thing yet? Is that kind of tired at this point, or? Because I really, because I feel like, if you, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy that doesn't hurt anybody else, fucking carry on, man. Do your shit. Seriously, yeah. All these dicks who fucking... I hate when people get bothered by shit that doesn't affect them. It's like, it's because it's usually because they're gay. I mean, and they don't, you know what I mean? And they don't want to admit it and say, you know, it's just they just gotta fucking vent it on everybody. No, that's wrong. I don't like that at all. I mean, if you don't like something, just don't partake. I don't like salad. I don't fucking campaign against lettuce. I mean, I just don't eat fucking salad. I just, but I mean, Caitlyn Jenner, I mean, Bruce Jenner was 65. Were his genitals really relevant enough to warrant that much discussion? You know, like, what did he do with his dick? I'm sure, because that's not one you just throw in the dumpster behind the hospital. I mean, if he doesn't want to keep it in a jar in the fridge, I mean, I would assume that there's probably a sports memorabilia place or something like that. What one of those guys wouldn't like that? Yeah, I got the Barry Bonds ball. I got Michael Jordan basketball, and that's Bruce Jenner's dick right there. Did you have it dipped in gold? Of course I had it dipped in gold. What do you think? What do you think, I'm just gonna have a bare dick sitting around there on my mantle? That would be weird. Besides, dicks last forever. I mean, they don't need any maintenance. It's, That's all my time. You guys have been great. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Well, this is Caplet 20-something? How many have we done?
I think 21, 22, around there.
We've done 22 of these now, and you've only been around for like 2 of them. So, that's...
More than that.
Well, you know, I like to exaggerate. I like to under-exaggerate as well as over. Anyway, Sweet Pea, you were... You wanted some questions answered. She looks at me like, you know, like, so.
Probably like,
what's on your mind, John?
Why were you talking about my vagina in front of strangers?
Well, that I can't promise that won't. That'll be the last time I do. I think it as you get older, it gets less cute to do that. So trust me, it won't be for long that I do that. But is
that okay with you?
But yeah, I had to this time. I had to this time because it's still funny to talk about your snooch, which you know, yeah, that's a word I meant to say in my set and I forgot it. I forgot to say
Don't you hate
snooch.
when you forget to say snooch?
You know, that's the business I'm in, is, you know, you can live and die on whether you forget to say snooch or not. So I forgot to say fucking snooch. But all in all, I think it was okay. I think you know, it was like, I mean, when you walk on stage as a comic with nothing set that you know that works, and this set, like we've actually come down and done it a few times. This is the biggest budget we've ever had for a caplet, and we just, you know, one of them we aborted the mission because I don't like to say abort around a child, but we did. We had to abandon ship because somebody was screaming and Daddy couldn't handle it, and we weren't gonna make it in time because we were stuck in traffic. It's a long story that I'll tell you.
If Daddy would learn the game called Peekaboo,
yeah,
we wouldn't have had the problem.
I'm not good at see. I can't play. I'm not as good at this as she is. You know, like I mean. I like to talk to you, but I don't have as much to say as your mama does because mama can play, Miss Madden, hi, I'm a little girl. And I'm like, hey, you want to watch TV? I mean, that's what I do. So maybe I'll do that in a Caplet sometime. I'll discuss that. Anyway.
That you like to watch TV?
No, it's just, it's a seed of a bit is what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying, right? Sweet Pea? Do you want to close this out? All right, good. Well, it's like a bad public access show. I'm John. Is there anything you wanted to cover?
I love that protesting salad bit.
See, yeah, I want to make sure that I was, because you asked me after my set, like, did I say that right? And you know, in the heat of the moment, because I really wasn't planning on doing that part of it, but it just felt like it needed to be in there with respect to Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner. It's hard for me because he was on the Wheaties box. It's just so hard.
Oh, it's hard.
But
you
anyway.
said if it has no effect on the person, on you, then why is it hard for you?
But it's hard. It's hard for me to say because I mean, to me, as a idea, as an entity, I just think of Bruce Jenner, track athlete from the '70s. Beyond that, I didn't care what he did. I mean, like the keeping up with the Kardashians did not matter to me. So like, I didn't know him in that respect. I didn't even know he was related to them till you moved in. Like, I seriously don't know shit about these people. I don't care. And
I think you're the only person in America who's
I'm not the only one. My dad probably didn't know either. So, me and my dad didn't know. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me, like, when I talk about that person, to not say Bruce versus you know, saying Caitlyn. And I mean, if she were here, I would, of course, I respect anybody's boundaries. You know, do what you want. And as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, you should be able to do that. And if you need to do something that hurts other people, then you should run for office. Because that seems like the only way to get away with underhanded, terrible shit that fucks with everybody. So I'm John. This is Madden. Together we make John Madden.
I would like to remain anonymous.
Oh God, John Madden and anonymous. You couldn't be a Pat Summerall, could you? All right.
Who?
See what I'm saying? You wouldn't know. Everybody else in America knew who Pat Summerall was. Sweet Pea, we're gonna wrap it up. What do you think? You wanna go home?
You want to scream the whole way?
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. All right.